Good morning. Once again, the program is Stolen Property. I am Brother Donald, better known as the Spirit Man. We'll be with you until the top of the noon hour. We're going to put power into 1 hour, black power into 1 hour. You may not like it, you may not want to deal with that, but it is what it is, and we're going to have to do what we have to do and start handling our business. So we thank the Creator and the ancestors for guiding us to this direction, that we can say something that can bring a smile to our people faces, to put a little, as used to watch on the what's that program used to be on, the Beverly Hillbillies. Granny used to sing that song, bring joy, joy, joy down in my heart, down in my heart. And we need some joy in our hearts and in our minds this morning, and to be able to finish up the rest of this week. We'll try to bring some joy in your heart. So we're going to deal with this morning, starting out the Negro Mountain. I don't know why some of you Negroes, going to be messing with white folks' heroes. Negro Mountain. Messing with white folks' heroes. Should be ashamed of yourselves. You're taking their country. They say you're taking their land. You're taking their government. Now you want to take their hero from them. It's an interesting story. It's Negro Mountain. I'm not looking at the newspaper. I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to do this on the fly from what I can recall of the story. Give my little twist and my little spin to it, or I'm just going to give it to you straight. Negro Mountain is in Garrett County. And what I have came to believe is that this mountain was named after a Negro who fought during the French Indian War in the 1700s. And the interesting thing is about this Negro, that he was fighting to protect the French settlers. He was fighting the indigenous people. What was the status and what was the situation and what was condition of a black man in the middle of the 1700s? Was he free or was he a slave? Or maybe there was not a difference at all. I'm with the white folks on this one. It doesn't need to be changed. It needed to be something added to it. Because when you read the story, this black man was fighting to protect the French settlers from the Indians. If he would have let the Indians or the indigenous people deal with the French settlers, maybe he would have been free. He was fighting to protect the French settlers from the indigenous people who was taking their land. Negro Mountain. I like to add to it. Not change the name. Let's add something. Let's put dumb on it. Dumb Negro Mountain. Because you have to be a dumb Negro to be fighting against the indigenous people to protect those that are enslaving you or who have enslaved you. Dumb Negro Mountain. And you have to be a dumb Negro politician to even bring up this issue, Negro Mountain, with the mountain of issues and the mountain of conditions that we have to live under in this city, in this state, and in this country. Put a couple of them Negroes on a mountain. And Lisa Gladden says she is reported that she was a history major. May have been a history major, but you sure wasn't a critical thinker and a critical analyzer. Because if you did, you would have came to the conclusion that I did. Not change the name, add to it, because you have to be a dumb Negro to be fighting for someone else. To fight those who land it belonged to. The program is stolen property. We're sitting on, playing on, staying on, laying on stolen property. It was stolen from the indigenous red man and red woman here in this country. Negro Mountin. You're an embarrassment. Let white folks have their history. Let them have that Negro. Worse than Christopher Addicts. Died during the Revolutionary War. The fool caught a cap in the chest. Or maybe he got shot in the buttocks. When are we going to stop fighting for other folks, and when are we going to fight for ourselves? Dumb Negro politicians. What's that other one? Look like a broke down Danny Glover. Lethal Weapon 19. Y'all keep voting for these folks. You know you don't see them, and anybody who run against them, all you got to do is just right now just go into their neighborhoods or the communities that they represent on a consistent basis and let the people see you, talk to them, walk with them. You can get elected just by showing up in a neighborhood, because they damn sure don't. Negro Mountin. Put the Negroes on the mountain and leave white folks heroes alone. You can't claim everything and claim everybody, because everybody not worth claiming. Shame on you. Brothers can't get jobs with these felony charges. They committed their crime, they did their time. Where's the redemption for them? When can they rebuild their lives? It's rough and tough out there. And the door is always waiting for them to go back in. The conditions are there for them to go back in. The environment is there for them to go back in. When are we going to do something? When are we going to overcome our fears? It's rough and tough, and they're cutting back on us as they raise the prices of so many things that we need. Why are we always the 11th hour when it's up on us at the gate? And when you swing the gate doors open, you'll find us standing there, butt naked, no clothes, no shoes, no protection. We have to build for ourselves. We have to develop for ourselves, as Dr. Clark had always admonished us. We must practice the selfishness of survival. Why you got to be all things to everybody, but the last to do something for yourself? Why we always have to be on the bottom of the totem pole? Why do we always have to cry and whine? Your life has changed in a drastic way. Made you think about some things that you didn't have to think about before. Made you do some things that you didn't have to do before. You felt as though you would never have to. Slow burn in the age of rapid change as things are moving around you so quickly and so fastly that you cannot watch or monitor or observe all that's going on as they pinching or burning your pockets, cutting back on your services with no social disruption. You're not upset about anything. You will accept anything. And just because the law, it's the law, don't make it right. And what they passed in the Maryland State Legislature, same-sex marriages. It could be the law, but it's not right. I'm not one that's Bible toting and Bible quoting. But I do understand natural law and nature. You'll sanction some things that a Doug would not do. Shame on you. An animal has more sense. Shame on you. I listen to Joan Carterway, whatever it is. Try to explain her position, the difficulty that she was having with that position. If it's that damn difficult, then you weren't comfortable with it. Shame on you. Those that voted on that piece of legislation that look like you, look like me. Shame on you. Your mama taught you better. Shame on you. The ramifications of this. Shame on you. Now, children are confused and messed up enough. But only a politician would do that. Shame on you. If you were in the closet, you should have stayed in the closet. That should have stayed in the closet to impose it upon everyone else and to ram it down their throats. No, it's not acceptable. No, it's not socially acceptable. Shame on you. It took less than 50 years for us to lose our damn minds to want to invoke civil rights. It's civil wrong. Shame on you. What would your mama say? What your grandmama say? Did you ask them? And the black community is more just as conservative as the European community on issues. Shame on you. They always have been among us, and we have always accepted them. Some of us always had a cousin named Bunny. Or a cousin that wanted to be Robin and skipping through the hood. They our peoples. They are fathers, they are mothers, they are brothers, they are sisters, they are our sons, and they are our daughters. We have to deal with that issue in the survival of the race. I place it in that context. Some will go to their Bible and say it was Adam and Eve, but now it's Adam and Steve. It's a perversion of nature, of natural law, of divine law. But what is so fascinating about this whole thing is, what about the church? Quiet, as always, on certain kind of issues. Hail to Caesar. Hail to Caesar. How is it that the black church have acquiesced with misery, with the pain and the suffering and the degradation and the humiliation that people have to go through on a daily basis? Shame on you. When you're in Rome, do what the Romans do. They say that they're fighting principalities. What does that mean? That's vague. What are you fighting? Ghosts? Spooks? Something invisible? You need to explain yourselves, Pastor. And these same state senators and delegates will be in your church. And where will you say, when they show up tomorrow, will the whole congregation say to them, shame on you, for you have shamed our people. You have ashamed our ancestors. Shame on you. Just twist it in your mind. Just doing a dance for the devil. Shame on you. That's the title of this program. Shame on you. And you folks out there, where's your pastor? Probably riding his Lexus, his Bentley, his top of the line Mercedes-Benz, as he just came from off of, or she just came from off of their European vacation. Shame on you. Just a damn fool. It's remarkable. But we do understand what that situation is. And if you look at it real close, you can understand why the church is just so quiet. Will not come out. Going to talk about waiting for it to get to referendum for some signatures. It should have never came up to vote. It should have been killed a long time ago. Same-sex marriages, civil marriages. Soon it'd be two ladies and a monkey. Maybe I marry my dog. That's wild. It's a buck wild issue. Shame on you. So, it's something that did not happen overnight. It's something that we have been exposed to for a while. But usually, for it to become socially acceptable, it has to be something that you laugh at first. First, you got to make it funny to you. First, you got to laugh at it so it can sink in, so it become socially acceptable. Let me give you a example.
Public Access presents Men on Films.
Hello, I'm Blaine Edwards. And I'm Antoine Merriweather. And welcome to Men on Films. We're going to be reviewing the latest film from a male point of view. First up is that controversial movie, Do the Right Thing. Now, I really like little Spike Lee's courage in making this film. I especially like the way he mixed the racial tension with the violence in order to give his message, do the right thing. Come on out the closet. Don't be afraid to be who you is. Black, white, or whatever. Ain't that the truth, Ruth? Now I'd like to talk about an exciting new film, Karate Kid Part 3. It's all about men working out their problems in a very physical way. It was all so primitive. And you know, I really enjoyed Mr. Miyagi, played by little Pat Morita. Ooh, and that Ralph Macchio. 3 words, fabulism. Boy, I hope I look that good when I'm 40. Stop. But I have to disagree. I disagree. There's just too much violence in this movie. Don't get mad.
You better give me back my scarf.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. They went all wrong. What's all this kicking about? This is a movie about relationships. This could have been a beautiful picture about the special friendship between a mature, masculine, older man and a tender, ripening, consenting young man. See, I think America's ready for that. You know I am.
Whoa. Good morning. The program is Stolen Property. America, are you ready for that? It's here, ready or not. Here they come. All shapes, all sizes. The world will never be the same again. It should not be something that is socially acceptable. We love you. But it cannot be accepted when it's detrimental to the whole. You say that you can do your own thing. Do your thing. But when your thing is destructive to the whole, we must stand up and say so. The preachers will not. The church will not. It has acquiesced. Because it understands something. And out of all of this, there's one thing that you must come to know. That you'll never bring your God, near their government. Is that clear? They don't want your God near their government. And then their government, that which you say that created all things, in the heavens and the earth and all that is in between. It cannot come near their government. And they will crush you. They will destroy you. Because there's no place for God in their government. Because it's not about that. Evil rides high and evil reigns because the righteous, and those that say that they are righteous, are sitting on their lawns, wringing their hands. Say, I'm going to put it in the Lord's hand. Abdicating your responsibility of doing what you're supposed to do. Using God as a crutch when you need to relinquish your fear of the devil. Fire and ice, love and hate. You must relinquish your fear. They say that you cannot judge, only the Creator can judge. You continue to buy that one, and there'll be more craziness to come. So we're just trying to do just something. It's not right. And you can pass all the laws that you want. It's not acceptable. Never be acceptable. Just a freak of the week. Don't care how much money you have or where you may live. Uptown, downtown, on the waterline. Come to town with some of the DC freakness. It's sick. And soon you cannot even talk like this because it's discriminatory, that they say. To be twisted. To be unnatural. But it's acceptable now. And now if you are so-called heterosexual, so-called straight, you're looked upon as strange. Because the way in this world right now, everybody's supposed to be what? They say gay, but that means happy. We call them punks. We call them faggots. We call them twisted sisters. And when you may have got mad at one of your homeboys and wanted to engage into a fight, you might say, I'll beat you like two little boys kissing. Just wasn't right. Didn't seem right. Don't sound right. Doesn't look right. What about the future of our children? What about the future of our race? You see what you believe. And it's so pervasive and so prevalent on the streets, in the homes, and in the schools. Elementary schools, middle schools, high schools. And what are we going to do? You can't be silent and say that it's okay. What else is cool? What else goes? You tell me. Because I'm trying to tell you that the church is not going to touch this issue. Why? We should know you as a minister. We should know you as a minister. We should know you as a minister, not by what you have on, by what you do. Let me repeat that again. We should know you by what you do and not by what you have on. Is the shepherd overseeing the flock? And I've been telling you, Brother David Johnson been working on me real hard. We have to be the ministers to our people. Because these other ones are seeking easement from Caesar. 501c3 tax exempt status. Grant money, foundation money. Got your damn hands tied. Can you give me leave? Can you give me a grant? Grant you leave. You should take the collar off. Take the cloth off. You're not representing our people. A referendum. We need a referendum on the craziness. A referendum on the nonsense. You're not going to find too many of these reverends speaking on this issue strong. It's not natural for a woman to be with a woman. It's not natural for a man to be with a man. It's not natural. And I don't give a damn what you say about what I said. It's not natural. You look into nature and you see nature, they ain't got it all twisted. They ain't got it all backwards. But you do. And if you didn't have Mr. Deacon, Mr. Reverend that believe in revenue, and if you didn't have 501c3 tax exempt status, you'd be in the street. Because haven't seen your congregation. You haven't brought your congregation out in the street. You haven't taken your congregation to some of those so-called representatives that look like me and you that voted for it, that's going to be sitting in your church tomorrow. And you know what the elders are going to say? Baby, I don't know what's wrong with that boy. That boy just not right. That boy just not right. Something wrong with him. Something wrong with that baby. Baby, you all right? These political representatives, they'll vote for anything. Believe me, they'll vote for anything. Dancing with the devil. 2-step, 3-step. Well, maybe their step may be a little light. And we have to ask the question, what is your proclivity? Because it's definitely not going to say nothing about that situation. Here we go.
Great balls of fire. I ain't gonna touch it, but the title alone gets 2 snaps up. Now let's talk about some films that are soon to come out on video. First up is Black Widow, starring Teresa Russell and Deborah Winger. Hated it. Also coming out is Miss Firecracker. Is that Gene Anthony Ray's new movie? Holly Hunter. Hated it. And we finally have Dangerous Liaison, starring John Malkovich and Glenn Close. You know, John Malkovich is like every moviegoer's fantasy. I found myself just alone at night just thinking about his intensity. Yeah. What you think of Glenn Close? Oh, I loved him. And I really have to admire the producers for daring to cast a man in that role. I mean, that really made the picture for me. Hello? Glenn Close is a woman. Clutch the pearls, what a sneaky thing.
With a justice and God we trust, I rush truth to the youth and shine the light. Take the red pill, open up your eyes to light. In this land of these crack fiends, sheep and mold. See us overthrow the hold of this devil control and roll deep. Keep it underground for the streets. I'm the last sale. Hit them out of bounds, retreat. Like ants in this war dance. If one fall, 10 more's in his place to advance the cause and solve.
We see them off the run from out of jump down. But we not gonna leave until we boom down Saturn. And they get to you, them if the beat out of the slum. And the madman, them slap you out the gun. And the gunman, them all put down them gun. Await and the right revolution to all politics and religion. We trample that tongue. Sight to the blind and speech to the dumb.
This program includes dramatic reenactments of scenes which depict real events and contains material which is intended for hip-hop.
Welcome to the show.
Today, more drugs are coming into America than ever before.
We have the best intelligence in the world. We can stop anything we want to stop.
You still may know little about.
CIA's involvement with drug lords. This was a multi-billion-dollar business.
Even more menacing, the CIA have gone into the drug trade and are trying to take over the government.
In the
WSBR, Glen Burnie,
which
Baltimore.
side is the CIA on?
Good morning. The program is Stolen Property. I'm Brother Donald. I will be with you until the top of the noon hour, getting feedback from someplace. It's really big-time feedback. So I'm going to bring this mic down some, but this feedback is coming from someplace. I did not really want to get into that subject matter today. That's what wasn't my intent. But it's something that when we feel as though something is being imposed upon you in such a way that it's around you all the time, and it's something that's not should not be acceptable to our people. But it seems that that is the case. So I'm just trying to, folks can call it homophobic, momophobic, any kind of phobic that you may choose to, but right is right, wrong is wrong, and just because someone passed a law, that doesn't change the situation. It's the long-term kind of ramifications and effects of that, and not just that, of numerous other kind of things that we have been quiet on for such a long period of time, and over a period of time, those things just grow and develop and overrun you, and it's something that it's a difficult issue really to deal with, because when you start really getting to the issues, you're getting to your sons, your daughters, your mothers, your fathers, your uncle, aunts. It gets real deep and it gets real personal. And folks don't want to look at those kind of aspects of it when folks so-called come from out of the closet or out of the mailbox. And it's something really that the church have really accepted it. And most of these the folks that's pushing these issues are what they call upward mobile professionals. Don't impose your lifestyle upon me. I don't like it. I'll tell you, I don't like it. That doesn't mean I don't like you. I don't like it. And I'm going to be not be afraid to say I don't like it. And I don't like it if you don't like it. But it must be said. Nevertheless. So I think let me thank someone real quickly. Let me thank brother Ernest from Randallstown. $20. I asked 20 people to commit to $10 a week. The brother did better. The brother did $20. Get a brother a black hand, and a strong black hand for being a stand-up black man. He ain't no twisted sister. He ain't running around here for no flu, wearing no tutu. He's just trying to connect with me and you. So that's not going to change, and I appreciate all those others who have sent in a donation that have not made it in. Miss Richardson, after this program is over with, please give me a phone call at 443-845-9505. If you wish to make a donation to this program, you can give Brother Donald a call at 443-845-9505. I can imagine what's going to be happening in some of these churches tomorrow. Because some of these ministers are going to be in their church, and you're going to have to wonder what their sermon is going to be tomorrow. See how they're going to put a spin on it. How are they going to put a twist on it to justify keeping some folks in their congregations, to keep their choir director. What is your sermon going to be? Or you just going to be talking crazy as you always do? Can you hear some of y'all out there? Dante Hicks, you got any love for a brother, man? Back in the day, you ain't have no church and used to be playing chess with us in the shoe shop. Can't get with you now, huh? What are you going to use? What text are you going to use to justify? Because some of you, I don't know what you be saying up here, can't understand it. Think some of you suffer from dementia because you get biblical stories mixed up with children rhymes, commercials, all that kind of stuff. Shame on you, black church. Shame on you. You're just a laughing stock to the community. Shame on you. So when folks take shots at y'all ministers, don't be mad. It's open season for you now because you getting down with Caesar. Because you understand the power of Rome. And Rome is R for rule, the O for over, the M for man, and the E is for everywhere. And it seems that y'all understand that better than most. So I got a little something special for you ministers. Gonna have a little fun with you. Because they don't know what you be talking about on Sunday mornings. Because half of the people don't know what you're talking about. You must have been taking lessons from James Brown with that, huh, yeah, huh, just hunting. And some of you may be hunting for other things too. Because you got a lot of them twisted in the church, in the pulpit, talking crazy. Let me give you an example of some of the craziness of some of these preachers. You can't understand what they're saying. I remember I was walking down Jericho Road, and I felt the tingling, and I felt the call of nature, and I walked into the woods, and I saw a pond, and in that pond, I saw 2 frogs sitting on a lily pad, and I heard one speak, and it said, and I heard the frog say, he said, Bud, wiser, yeah. Come on, walk in the door, walk out. I remember a girl, her name was Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy. Mary had a little lamb, and the fleas was white as snow, and wherever Mary went, the fleas was sure to go. Yeah. Serve the biscuits and the pork chop. That's what they do. You don't understand a word they saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So if you are a sneaking deacon, or if you're a reverend that believe in revenue, or you just in there just shaking and faking and entertaining and have a good time, you can call me, Brother Donald, at 443-845-9505. We can talk about it on the air, off the air, if you dare. Because them politicians that voted for that legislation, if they're in your church, you definitely should be showing them the door. Because there should be no place for them in your house. You should be in the streets with your congregations. You should have your congregation down at City Hall, down at the police headquarters, at these other places, speaking out, and not speaking out, but coming out of how people being victimized. Is the shepherd, once again, overseeing the flock? Because it seems that we are on our own. There's no help from big government. And seeing that there's no help from the church. Is the church dead? Is the church mean? Or is it just running green? Green with dollars, green with bucks. If you can't pay your electric bill, a congregation member, I guess you're out of luck. So the program is Stolen Property. I'm Brother Donald. I'll be with you for the next minute or so every Saturday morning from 11 to 12 noon. 1590 Soul Classics on your AM dial. Keep your radio locked in. Lock it like you lock your Glock, or unlock your Glock. So there's a lot of things that has to be dealt with, and a lot of things that we will have to deal with. You're not going to be able to get around them, and you can't duck and hide. Okay? So the program is Stolen Property. Brother Dern coming up with State of the City. So we just have so many things that we have to deal with. We can't, they inescapable. Times are tough, times are tight, getting worse, and seems that those that we look to be responsible, those we look to see that are supposed to help us, have abandoned us. But they say Lord, do not forsake me. Peace.